I'm saddened by it because I do think that the Black Lives Matter movement has been co-opted and they're trying to erase it.
Yeah, with the Black Lives Matter movement, it was a bunch of frauds. There was a scam. Yeah, throw it away, throw it out in the middle of the street, run over it, put it back in reverse, run over it again.
Obviously, but it's probably the second most important civil rights movement in American history. The first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt and pause. I'm so sorry, family.
First, of course, being which resulted in the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and then the Voting Rights Act of 1965. So I'm devastated by it because it's just a continuation of the erasure of American history. Of course, I take it a little personally because one of my closest friends is Alicia Garza, who wrote the letter that started the Black Lives Matter movement, and she is one of our thought leaders.
Did she go buy a house? Did she get her a nice big house, some designer purses and designer shoes, and yeah? Where all the money go to, Sonny? I tell you, man. And is it the white man's fault? White supremacist, white dominance, white boy tears. Yeah, this is the racist right here. This is the racist. This lady right here.
Of our generation, and so I'm saddened by it. But let's be clear: this was extortion. Take it down or lose federal funding, right. And we're seeing that same thing at Columbia. We're seeing that, and we're going to continue to see that same type of extortion across the country.
So you don't blame the mayor because she
want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together we will make America great again.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Back again. It gets worse and worse and worse for this lady here. The race hustler. The race baiter. Deranged, out of touch, the hatred. Every time she opens up her mouth, he's breaking the internet right now. In the wrong way, once again. Not in a good way, the wrong way. Once again, you know. But what's going on, family? I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life. I know some of y'all probably didn't get your bag. Y'all, I need to get somebody a bag. Get your bag. Come on in. Come on in here. Get your bag. Don't get the throwing up on the floor. You know, the economy, you see things are going down. Prices are coming down, but it ain't fully there yet. So come on in here with your bag. I almost forgot to get them bags out. Some of them OGs came in here with their bag. Shout out to the family. If you're new here, get your bag. Hit that subscribe button. You know, because it's fun to get bad. I gave you a warning, gave you a disclaimer before the video started. You know? But, you know, this lady here, you know, it's the white man, the white people's fault. You know, white America. You know, white dominance, white supremacy. You know? And people are posting the exact same clips. They're laughing at this woman. She's broke the internet once again. For just being, you know, this scam, you know, these frauds, you know, BLM, Black Lives Matter. And y'all know how I feel about that. Y'all know how we've talked about it. A lot of us agree on a lot of the things we've said in past videos on the channel. You know, we know about the fraudulent, the scamming, you know. And here are the results of the BLM riots. $2 billion in damages. 140 U.S. cities. 2,000 police officers injured. 25 Americans killed. You know? Yeah. It says, imagine being sad over the removal of a memorial connected to so much violence and destruction. And again, everybody's posting this exact same clip.
I'm saddened by it because I do think that the Black Lives Matter movement has been co-opted and they're trying to erase it, obviously, but it's probably the second most important civil rights movement in American history. The first.
It says Sonny Hustle, who is retarded, accusing I guess, the majority of America for trying to erase BLM. Of course we are. They are a racist financial crime group, you know, and it come out to be a scam. BLM was a scam, you know, and there's even people that were a part of BLM came out and admitted it. And even tons of black people now are saying, you know what, it was a scam. You know, and then that big time rapper, Lil Yachty, that everybody listens to, Lil Bo, Lil Yachty. I like some of his songs. He's a big popping rapper, celebrity, who came out 2 days ago and said BLM was a scam. I'll pull the clip up. I will pull the clip up. You know. But it says Sunny Hostin says she's sad that the Black Lives Matter plaza is being erased. She falsely claims it's the second most important civil rights movement in American history. Yeah. BLM burned down cities, took countless lives, and only caused divisiveness. Good riddance. Yeah. You know, Sunny Hostin claims the Black Lives she said this is the second most important civil rights movement, y'all. Laughable. You know. Let me see if I can pull up real quick before we move on to the full clip. Lil Yachty. Did I spell his name right? I might spell it wrong. Lil Yachty. Hopefully it comes up. Here it is right here. Lil Yachty calls BLM a scam.
You spent on charitable causes this year?
It was last year, you know, it's hard.
Before last year.
Oh, that year, that's a good year. It's just blurry, I be doing so much.
You want to be so black power?
BLM is a scam.
Clip that!
Yeah, clip it.
Send it to the fucking news.
BLM was literally a scam. They had bought mansions and you probably wouldn't know anything about it because you don't care about black people.
Yeah. Scam.
Follow black
I do care about black people. Look at my chocolate.
But anyways, you know, people, I'm pro-black, you know, I'm chocolate. All right. You know, but for me, it's one love to the human race. Good, you're black, okay. Oh, you're white. Oh, you're this color, okay. One love to the human race. Y'all know how I feel. I don't care what skin color you are, where you're from, what your age is. I am wishing the best for you and your family in this fast time travel, in this lifetime that we live in. And that we should all come together, unite, love one another. You know, but they want everybody divided. They want, you know, and when things like this happen, guess what? It's all about this money, right? It's all about money. It's all about the currency. Somebody got to go to jail. Somebody got to die. Somebody, an insurance bill, a hospital bill. Yeah, somebody on the back end is getting paid through all the destruction, the corruption, the violence. Yeah, you know. So they want us to be divided. You know. But let's get into this, y'all. Oh boy. Oh man, the big part of the show. Yeah, this lady here, a disgrace, man. But if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. And again, if you're new here, join the family. Subscribe to the channel. Again, I love you guys, man. I love that we get to call all this crap out, you know, for what it is. And this woman here just keeps breaking the internet in the wrong way every single time. Every time she opens up her mouth, you know, if she had to delete her ex account, you know, she's gotten her husband in trouble. Now he's a felon. You know, this woman's a disgrace, man. The View, on The View. No, The Spew. The Spew, not The View, The Spew. And I'm ready for that headline too when they just canceled the entire show. They ought to shut ABC down. CNN, MSNBC, all of them. All the fake news, shut it down. And the network that runs this is ABC. You know, ABC, Disney. Well, let's get into it.
All right, let me get your take on this. Under pressure from Republicans, Washington, D.C. is removing the Black Lives Matter mural.
Yes.
This is after a Republican congressman introduced legislation threatening to withhold millions of dollars of federal funds from the city unless the mural was removed and the plaza was renamed.
Yeah. It was extortion. And you know, what was Mayor Bowser going to do with that? You know, the city can't run Washington, D.C., a city that I worked in for almost 10 years. I was a federal prosecutor in D.C.
I was a federal prosecutor.
City cannot run without government funding, without federal government funding. It just cannot. It cannot have representation. It cannot do anything.
My family was slaves. My family was slave owners. I was a prosecutor.
Saddened by it because I do think that the Black Lives Matter movement has been co-opted and they're trying to erase it, obviously, but it's probably the second most important civil rights movement in American history. The first,
I really can't believe she said that. Yeah.
of course, being which resulted in the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and then the Voting Rights Act of 19.
Something is wrong with this lady, man. Something is wrong, and I bet she's a part of that. It's something that I ain't even gonna say that on camera, but I just know something with that. With her being involved, I already know it's there.
65. So I'm devastated by it because it's just a continuation of the erasure of American history. Of course, I take it a little personally because one of my closest friends is Alicia Garza, who wrote the letter that started the Black Lives Matter movement, and she is one of our thought leaders of our generation. And so I'm saddened by it, but let's be clear, this was extortion. Take it down or lose federal funding. Right. And we're seeing that same thing at Columbia. We're seeing that, and we're going to continue to see that same type of extortion across the country.
So you don't blame the mayor because she had no choice, really?
No, I don't blame the mayor.
Yeah,
I think the mayor did what she had to do for her for the district.
You said that the Democrats are missing the mark with a certain group of people in this country.
Well, they're not meeting the moment.
Yeah.
Well, that's for sure. You know, what's interesting to me,
the Democrat Party is done, finished. Hasta cara vista. Wouldn't want to be here. Yeah, get it out of here. And they continue to shoot themselves. They were limping, you know. And now they rolling around in wheelchairs. It's bad, man. They stuck in the ditch. Yeah. You know, you would think they would get stuck in the ditch and call somebody for help or call the first responders and emergency, get you know, somebody out there to help them out the ditch. No, they just sitting there. They don't want it. They don't want any help. You know, they don't want to call anybody. They're not thinking outside the box. They just sitting in the ditch in that sedan. In that sedan, sitting in the ditch, and ran that car off the road. You know? Too woke, too far left, out of touch. Lied, spit on the people. Put them last. Transmission shot, motor shot. Wheels were showing thread. They had a flat tire on and the tires blew out. The engine blew, transmission blew. Ran that car off the road into the ditch. Yeah, that's the Democrat Party. I just explained it for you. There it is. I hope they say, Rick, that was a very great explanation. Yeah, buddy. Live on air, live on TV. Blew it. Blew it.
is that no Democratic president has won without the support of the black base ever in the history of the country, right? And so,
and this fair warning, y'all know how this lady, it just had everything you're gonna hear on this video. Everything it has to be about the race with this woman. We could be talking about something that does not involve race or anything, but when this woman speaks, it's about race. It's about, you know, who's black, who's white, skin color, race card. This activist.
For some reason, there is this notion that there are these moderate voters in the middle of the country.
Here we go.
Are suddenly gonna vote democratically because of, I don't know, a moderate message like the one that was given in the rebuttal to the joint session of Congress, even evoking Reagan. I just think that's a ridiculous strategy.
You think those people don't exist, or they can't get moved, or what do you think?
I think it's a combination. I think that there's just like ethereal, moderate middle class that Democrats seem to want to get. You know, Democrats should be the party has always been the party of the working people, the working class, and most of the working class in the federal government are African American and Latinos. Most of the working class when it comes to the service industry.
But yeah, the Democrats want to fund the war. They want to send you money over here, over here, over here. Programs we have no idea what it is. Programs that don't even. I'm just, you know, and they want men to put on a dress. You know, they want men. They don't want no masculinity. I mean, I'm just saying. You know, they want everybody to stay woke. I'm just saying, man. This is the Democrat Party, unrecognizable. You know. Then you call them out on all this crap, and what do they say? Oh, that's not happening. What? What are you talking about? What? That's not happening. We didn't steal your money. Nobody's hand was in the cookie jar. You're lying on us. Not us Democrats. Ridiculous, man. It's wide open. Come on in. Come on in. You know what? Y'all can vote too. And we got this for you, nice housing. We got everything for you. Come on in. It's wide open. Wait, you're a criminal? You killed somebody in your country? Oh, you did. Come on in. Come on in. We got a nice spot for you. Come on in. What about this homeless veteran though? What? We just gonna y'all just gonna let me in? Y'all don't care? Come on in. Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's continue. I'm sorry, fam. Y'all know I talk a little bit, but that's what this is about, man. If y'all want to go watch this thing by yourself, go watch it. But I'm gonna keep it real, man. And this is why people love me. This is why people love the channel. I'm gonna keep it real. I see some of the comments, Rick, you talk so much, Rick. Get up out of here. This is what it's about. This is what the show is about. You can go watch the clip. These clips are on YouTube. And these clips are blowing up on X. Go watch it. But this is why we come here, to keep it real.
African Americans and Latinos. And so they're not like these. I don't know what this messaging is. It's just they are not meeting the moment. This is the moment for an opposition party, not a moment for moderation, because the other side is not moderate. The other side is extreme. You must meet energy with energy. And Democrats are flailing, in my opinion, because they're putting people up like Senator Slotkin, which I know people thought that she did a great job. I did not. I wasn't moved by her messaging. I was moved by Congressman Al Green, who stood up for his constituencies.
The pimp caveman, they ought to throw him in jail. When you have no mandate, waving that cane everywhere. They should have thrown him in jail. They should have made. He should have been made an example of right there in front of everybody, live on there. They should have walked that pimp out and threw him in jail in the slammer. Turn the lights off. Make him look at the wall. Waving that pimp cane all on the floor. Ridiculous. He should have been made an example out of. You have no mandate. You have no mandate. Ridiculous, man.
His constituents and said, I am willing to be censured for it. I'm willing to have a blemish on my record because my constituents need their Medicaid. That's what I want to see. That is an opposition.
And Trump cut this, Trump cut that, Trump, show us. I'm sick of all these lies, man. Then Democrats get on the floor singing Negro spirituals. Wade in the water, we gonna overcome. They sing with Negro spirituals on the floor. It's ridiculous.
So I think
Party.
the theory is that the Democrats got too progressive, but is there a
Did they really? Is it progressive to want Medicare? Is it progressive to want Social Security? Is it progressive to want Medicaid? Is it progressive to want a higher living wage? Is it progressive to want, mandatory pre-K? Those are progressive ideas, really?
I guess my
Equity?
question would be:
Is it progressive to want diversity? Is it progressive to want equity? Is it progressive to want inclusion? Well, then hell, I am really, really, really a Catholic progressive. I am
And we know.
so progressive because I think those things are human rights. Is it progressive to want universal health care? That's too progressive. Okay, so when your Medicaid gets taken and your Medicare gets taken and your Affordable Care Act gets taken, let's have this conversation again.
It's funny because you bring that up because occasionally I will read
It's
things.
ridiculous.
Occasionally I will read things where they say, why doesn't The View have a true progressive on the show? Why don't they have someone? And I say, well, what do you, I mean, Sunny Hostin is more progressive than most people in our audience have ever met.
Yes, but I'm also
But
pro-life
you're
because
also,
I'm Catholic.
Right, but you're also in many ways socially, I wouldn't say conservative, but
No.
somewhere more.
See where it comes back to where we can all go back to these sound bites, these clips, and see this woman really is a fraud, And they're not what they say they are, man. And that's why I said we can always just go back and forth, back and forth.
I'm moderate.
I guess my question would be, is there a way that Democrats can drop the label of being ultra progressive, whether in your opinion they are or not, but still take care of black voters, Latino voters, and
they
do
can
both
say
those
what
things?
I just said.
Yes.
And we didn't do that in the rebuttal. Or not we, but that was not done in the rebuttal to the joint session of Congress. That message was not out there. We care about these issues. Is
there anyone that you see right now that you would say, like, this is probably the person
I don't care about anything.
to lead the Democrats? Because they don't really have a leader right now.
Well, there's someone that's called the minority.
You got ESPN news sports hosts, sportcasters polling better than politicians for 2028. That's how bad it is right now for these Democrats. Just stay in the ditch.
Leader, and his name is Hakeem Jeffries. I did go to college with him, and I have met with him in the past couple of weeks, and I think he understands the message. I think there are a lot of leaders, quite frankly.
She calls Hakeem Jeffries a leader. Yeah, I think it's time for me to click off. I think it's time for us to end and wrap this show up.
The question is not one of leadership. The question is one of messaging.
Right, but the leader ideally helps shape and determines the message a little bit.
That is
Yeah.
Leader Jeffries' message.
Yeah.
For sure. It's just a matter of getting the message out.
Well, I look
And
forward to him coming back on the show.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great.
Well,
Yeah.
he's willing to. I asked already.
Yay. We have Chuck Schumer coming on shortly too, so that'll be
Yes.
good. All right, let's switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
We've been talking.
I can't wait to cover that and see what takes place with that. I'm looking forward to that. That fella there. They should have put him in handcuffs before he put them burgers on the grill. But he's coming on The View. I want to tune. I know we don't like watching the show. We want it to be canceled, but again, they shine a light on things that need to be shined a light on. They shine a light on the corruption, and then they expose the Democratic Party. That's one reason why we show The View, y'all. They exposed these Democrats,
Talking on the podcast this week about if any of the View hosts, if given the invitation, would go up on one of these Blue Origin flights like
No.
Katy Perry.
But we out of it, man. It's time to we're out of here, man. I tell y'all. Let me know what y'all think of all this. I love y'all. God bless you all and your family. Y'all have an amazing rest of your weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Spend some time. Relax. I know what y'all doing today? Y'all got y'all putting some shots in there. What them Patriots doing on this beautiful Saturday? I know what y'all be doing now. I ain't gonna snitch on you. I ain't gonna, you know how we was raised. We got hit upside the head if you was tattleteller. Mama said, you better stop tattletelling on your little brother. Stop tattletelling. Why y'all? Right upside the head. Shh. I ain't gonna snitch on them Patriots, man. But y'all enjoy yourself. I know y'all been working hard, man. Take some time for yourself, Because once you're gone, you're forgotten about and replaced. I'm just being honest with you. Some people have died on the way to work today. And that's just real, man. You know. So I hope you guys again are blessed, well, healthy, that everything's going well in you guys' life, your kids' life, you know, your friends, the neighbors, the strangers, and that you have an amazing rest of the day, rest of the month, rest of the year. That 2025 is an amazing year. We're bringing some amazing updates and calling out the corruption. We're holding people accountable. You know, we're holding the Trump administration accountable. We're covering everything that breaks. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a video. I love y'all. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace and love, family.